Meteorologist Pete Mangione with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Yeah, I have to say, out of all the Super Bowl food, chicken wings, my favorite by far. Todd Wallace agrees. That's why you're hearing the applause. All right, we are not applauding the temperatures right now if you're not a fan of cold weather, because we have wind chills, which are in the single digits. It does not improve all that much today. In fact, let's take you to the weather headlines to show you what we are tracking. So a winter chill in the air today. Nothing record-breaking. After all, it is early February, but you know, we had such a mild January, it's going to feel relatively kind of cold with our wind chills between about 15 and 25 for a good part of the day. And then for the game tomorrow, we're looking at just the chance of a few flurries. A lot of the area remains completely dry, so you shouldn't see any issues if you're heading over to someone's house to watch the big game. And then the middle of the week, we're watching a storm. It starts Tuesday as a wintry mix. The latest data tells me it changes over pretty quickly to just plain old rain, so that's actually a good thing if you're not a snow lover. If you are, well, you have to wait until the next storm. It doesn't look like this will be our storm for that. You can see on our city cam, beautiful looking with nice visibility there in the city cam. Winds out of the west at 13 miles an hour. It feels like 7 degrees. So it doesn't feel that comfortable. And again, our wind chill is only improving to about 20 to 25 for a good part of the day. Now, as we take a look at our Narragansett camera, also a really nice scene. Visibility in great shape. It's a sunglasses and winter jacket kind of day with live Pinpoint Doppler 12, not showing any precipitation. Actual temperatures in the low 20s in Newport, 22 Westerly, 21 New Bedford, and 23 on Block Island. Winds between about 10 and 15. And although that's not that windy, it doesn't take much of a wind to make it feel rather uncomfortable this time of the morning when you have actual temperatures in the upper teens like we do in Warwick. And in Smithfield, 19 degrees with a recent wind of 10 miles an hour. Satellite picture is quiet, high pressure in control. Now, high pressure will also control the wind today. When we have it in this position, often it drives in that very cold air from the northwest, so that's why the winds are fairly consistent today. And then that high pressure moves offshore, replaced by a center of low pressure. But here's the thing about that center of low pressure. It stays to our northwest, so it's going to be very tough for any of these snow bands to make it into our viewing area. You can see around 8 p.m. this forecast, which I pretty much agree with, just has partly cloudy skies. So a flurry or two is possible, but it's mostly dry. And then as we head into Monday, it is also a quiet day before that storm approaches on Tuesday. Today, temperatures struggling through the 20s, around 29 by lunchtime, 32 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Winds between about 10 and 20 around lunchtime with some gusts between 25 and 30 miles an hour. I think those 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts are a lot more likely here along the south coast, likely the windiest spot in southern New England today. Around 31 for a high in Charlestown, 31 westerly, and just a smidge cooler than freezing in Narragansett. Looking at temperatures in the upper 20s for Burrillville, Woonsocket, 29 Scituate, and 29 in Coventry, and partly cloudy skies here in eastern Massachusetts, highs around 30 in Attleboro and Seekonk. In the 7-day, you will see mostly cloudy, a slight chance of flurry tomorrow evening, but it's a dry day for the most part. Monday is quiet, and then on Tuesday, starting things out with a messy mix, snow, sleet, maybe a little freezing rain, but quickly changing over to plain old rain. And even though we're not at this point forecasting a lot of snow accumulation, we could see some issues with the morning commute, especially if this times out just right. So we'll keep an eye on that system for you. Wednesday is just rainy and windy, but quite mild. Temperature getting up to 54 degrees. For an updated Futurecast, you can always go to our website at WPRI.com.